Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 Genetically Modified Overkill run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to get the absolute most loot boxes that we've ever seen in a run, because we're going to play the Curious, who gets 2 loot aliens every wave, combined with the Curious, and then we're going to throw in the Loud. This will get us at least 4 loot aliens every single wave, and a ton of extra enemies besides, so we will see if we can overcome the massive number of enemies with the correspondingly massive amount of loot that we're going to get. I'm going to grab the spear here, because this will let me one-shot the loot aliens on the first wave to make sure that we get off to a good start. I actually wanted to play Curious for this run. That was my original plan. Turns out, oops, I need to manually target down these loot aliens. Turns out that that is not actually possible, because each Curious starts with a spyglass, and each of them loses 30% damage per duplicate weapon you have. So you actually start the game with minus 120% damage if you start with triple Curious. So we're playing with double Curious Loud instead. We'll take a beanie here, and a corrupted shard, and a hedgehog, and a butterfly. We do want to just take pretty much any item that we don't have currently, because any duplicate items are a disaster for us, but any items that we don't have increase our power level and make it easier for us to kill the loot alien. I'm going to take luck here, because that'll increase the quality of the items we find. I do not want to take a duplicate spear, but I will grab a second one so we can level it up. So let's just remind you of the characters here. So the Curious loses 10% damage for every duplicate item or weapon you have, and enemies have 25% extra health. So all our enemies have 50% extra health, and we're losing 20% damage for every duplicate item or weapon that we have, which is a tremendous penalty. Let me roll past all of this. I don't think we want the hiking pole. I will take the whistle probably, although not yet. This will make it much harder for us to kill the loot aliens, but obviously on the loot aliens only run, we're going to grab the whistle. Roll here. I could take a stick, but we'll never be able to duplicate that. I'm really looking for another weapon that we will be able to kill a lot of enemies with. I guess I'll take a ghost flint. We can maybe get some bonus stats from that. And then roll another ghost flint. Sure. Roll again. We'll take a javelin. That's perfect. So this is the kind of loadout that we want. Then I have to combine these weapons in order to not take a huge amount of damage penalty. So currently, even with the plus 50% enemy health, we're still one-shotting most enemies, but we've killed 4 loot aliens, which makes each of them stronger 4 times over, and then that gets doubled again because we're double Curious. So each of these has basically 8 of the Curious buffs to loot aliens. It's going to be quite difficult to kill as many as we want to every wave, but we're going to give it our best shot. Take the Lost Duck here, and the Alien Tongue, and the Cake. All of those are good. And then let's just take some more melee damage. Then we're going to roll here, and probably just take 2 armor so that we don't die. Sharp Tooth, I still don't want. I'll take a quarterstaff. Primitive is probably the best weapon tag for us to use, so I think that's what we're going to go with. And then let's roll again here. I really don't want to take these level 1 weapons and be forced to have duplicate weapons, so I'm going to reroll again, and one more time. Alright, we're still not really finding other weapons, so I'm rolling a lot here because anytime I have a duplicate weapon in my inventory, that's a huge amount of lost damage. So I really don't think we can afford to buy those level 1 weapons. That could be a mistake. Obviously, this is a new combination to me, so we're learning as we go. This one loot alien is taking so much damage to kill, so we're definitely not going to kill every alien in every wave, but we got 2 this wave. That's not bad, and hopefully that'll let us keep up in damage. I'll take the penguin here, and small fish. That will definitely help with our loot alien kills. Grab some more melee damage, and then some more armor so we can stick on top of them. Leveled up quarterstaff is great. I'll take the gentle alien. I think I might not take the whistle yet. I'm going to actually just roll for more weapons here. I guess we'll take a rock. 35 damage isn't bad. It's just got base 35 damage. And then don't want to buy a cake because we already have one. So I need to be very careful because we don't get the icon that the game tells you whether you have an item or not. So we just need to be extremely careful not to lose any damage because we accidentally buy duplicate items. Go ahead and roll here, and I really want to find level 2 or higher versions of these weapons so we can combine them. So I'm going to keep re-rolling to try to just find more powerful weapons. We could have ended up with like we could have upgraded to a level 3 javelin by now if I'd bought all the level 1 ones. But there's no guarantee of that, so I think I'd rather re-roll and just look for other weapons overall. We have a lot of money, so we can spend it on looking for something like this Cacti Club. I don't want the Gentle Alien here, but that's good. This will be a solid set of 6 weapons for us, mostly primitive weapons with the one Ghost Flint, which may or may not end up giving us some extra stats. It just seems really bad to me to buy the level 1 weapons and then potentially end up in a situation where, oh yeah, we got double lamp respawns because we're the loud, so that's extra enemies on the field for us. I need to find some healing pretty soon, too. Can we get 1 loot alien kill? Okay, we only got 1 this wave, so we're starting to fall behind. That's pretty bad. We will take that. I'll take the melee damage here and I guess more armor. By the Cacti Club and the head injury and the baby gecko. I'm still saving the whistle for a while. Then we'll take the injection and go to wave 5. This is a surprisingly difficult run, actually. I was expecting to snowball ahead much more. And maybe I could have bought different weapons early on, but just bought the javelins and not worried about duplicate weapons. But losing 20% damage is so painful, I just didn't think we could afford to do that. See if we can get a second loot alien kill here. They just have so much health because we killed 4 in the first wave. So they're just getting a massive amount of bonus health. Any chance we can kill this thing if I manually target it down? Nice, I got it right at the end. All right, that's 4 crates. We'll take a coupon here. Metal detector, we already have one. So I do need to not buy that. Let's recycle it. Take a lumberjack shirt, that's unique. We'll take a cute monkey, that's good for healing. And then I'm going to take 8% damage. Because our percent damage is being reduced, we want to increase it. Let's take 15 luck here. Just more crates, if possible. But then we will take these items and roll. Gonna roll again here. A level 3 scissors is kind of interesting. So that's 27 damage, which is better than none of my weapons, basically. So we're not going to take the level 3 scissors. The jousting lance is probably better than at least one of my weapons here. I could sell out the ghost flint, although getting the attack speed is pretty nice. I think we're actually going to pass on the jousting lance. I don't really need... I'm going to stick with this weapon set for now unless we find something that's really good at killing the loot aliens. And instead, we're going to take defective steroids, which is an item we don't have that we want, and banner. Minus knockback is actually really nice for this character. It's going to make it easier to focus on the loot aliens. And then we'll take the bag as well. This challenge is already kind of breaking my brain because you just have to think very differently about the weapons that we're picking up and the items that we're picking up. Trying to manually target down these loot aliens, at least 2 of them every wave. They're faster now, because I got the whistle. So taking a lot of hits there, so I do need to be a little bit careful. Enemies just also having base plus 50% health is pretty dangerous as well. I do need to just be aware of that at all times. So we got 3 there and then an extra drop, which is pretty nice. I will take the Lucky Charm and the... Do we have a Lost Duck? We do, so I have to recycle that. Eye Patch for 3% crit chance. The projectiles don't really do anything, but the 3% crit chance, I guess, just helps with DPS. And here's a unique item, so we'll take the Barnacle. Gonna take more critical hit. And do I take 6 damage? I think we can do better. I'll take 5 regen. I do need to get some regen. We do not want the Celery Tea. Do we have a corrupted shard? We do not. I will take it. I probably should take the boxing glove, even though we have knockback already. Or even though we don't want knockback, just because the 1 melee damage is nice, and it's an item we don't have yet. And those are going to start becoming thin on the ground pretty soon, I think. Take a javelin for sure, and upgrade our javelin. And then, which is our worst weapon? Because anchor is going to be quite good. I think our worst weapon is probably the Ghost Flint. All our other weapons are longer range. So we got 3% attack speed out of the Ghost Flint, but I don't think it's going to give us that much more. So let's recycle that and buy the anchor, just so we can kill the loot aliens faster. We don't have a propeller hat yet, so let's buy it and roll. Definitely a coffee. Weird Ghost is an interesting option. We have 2% lifesteal and 5 regeneration, but we have been taking a lot of damage. I think I do need to buy it, though, because if we don't buy items, like if we just choose not to buy items when we're playing this character, it's going to be really tough. All right, Cursed Wisdom, amazing. That's going to be a massive boost to our character, and we will take the Saltwater as well. I'm not going to buy the Hammer. Do we want the Obliterator? So this is 233 damage when you shoot an enemy with it, which is pretty nice, and it'll scale with our ranged damage very well. I would have to sell out of one of my other weapons, but it will maybe help us kill the loot aliens a little faster. So I think we will lock the Obliterator and give that a go. All right, so we are probably going to give up 1 or 2 loot alien kills this wave just because I bought the Weird Ghost and I need to heal. But let's see how much damage we can do to this one. We're trying to get this one on the left here. I am kind of regretting that whistle purchase, I have to say. Because we aren't killing all of them every wave. And I knew that was a risk when I bought it, but I feel like if you're playing this run, you can't go for the coward path of not buying Whistle. Things that make more loot aliens in the loot aliens only run. Choosing not to get those just seems terrible for the theme of the run. We were so close to being able to kill that last one. Pocket Factory, I guess I'll grab it. It will help us break trees, which this character will maybe need some help with, and we'll take a leather vest there as well. Padding, that's another unique item. And then let's take 12 dodge. Roll here, and 5 more regeneration. Alright, so I'm hoping that this Obliterator helps me kill more loot aliens. So let's grab the Wisdom and sell out of the Quarterstaff, probably. Rock is decent defensive stats, but is giving us less damage output than the other weapons that we have. I think I need the damage, actually, so let's sell the Rock for the Obliterator. Fried Rice, we don't currently have any way to set enemies on fire, but it will be some regeneration if we do get that. I think I'm going to pass on it for now, though. I don't want to cap my max HP at 41, but we will take a Dangerous Bunny. Currently, what other duplicates do I have? I've just got the 2 Curious. Oh yeah, I reduced my damage with the Wisdom. That's why we're at negative damage. But that will very quickly, of course, increase. Okay, where are the loot aliens? Hello? Alright, well, if none of them are spawning at the start of the wave, it's going to be really hard for us to kill all 4 of them. Unless the game... I was worried for a moment there that the game had somehow broken and just ceased to spawn the loot aliens. Okay, I missed it with the Obliterator shot. That was pretty bad. When you're manually targeting, you do have to actually hit, click on the enemy. It's this one that I've been focusing down. Let's get that one. And then let's see if we can kill this one. Nice, got it with the Obliterator. And then we'll see if we can get this one. Almost. Wave 8, we've got the Clockwork Wasp. So wave 8, we only got 3 crates. That one bag that we found is also really good. I'll take the Clockwork Wasp. We can't take Propeller Hat. Claw Tree we don't have, so let's grab that. And then more dodge or more luck. Let's take dodge so we can stand on top of the enemies a little more easily. And then I'm actually going to take attack speed over the regen here because I really want to be able to one-tap these loot aliens if possible. Warhammer will also be good for that, so let's go ahead and sell out of the quarterstaff and buy the Warhammer. We'll take the Dangerous Bunny, buy the Saltwater, and then roll. Cursed Propeller Hat. Unfortunately, we already have a Propeller Hat, so we can't buy the Cursed one. I believe these do still count as duplicate items for the Curious, so buying the Cursed Propeller Hat would still decrease our damage. Roll here. Crystal, I think, is worth grabbing. That's just a bunch of bonus attack speed until we take hits, and hopefully we can avoid doing that now that we've got a slightly better weapon set. This, honestly, is a much cooler run than I was expecting. I sort of queued it up because I was like, I just want a relaxing run today. But this one's actually been pretty difficult and pretty interesting. Alright, that's our first loot alien down, because it spawned at the beginning of the wave, so that actually gave us a lot more ability to kill it. All right, there's one over there on the left. This whistle has been terrible. I think I clipped it with the edge of that obliterator shot, but my mouse was definitely not on target. Got to do more aim trainers. Obviously, you need perfect shooter mechanics in order to play Brotato. That's the secret they don't tell you. Alright. Our damage is now scaling enough that we're starting to kill a lot more of these enemies. Go ahead and recycle the candle, of course. I will take the campfire. Bonus HP regen is always good. We do not want the baby gecko, because we've already got one. I'll take a bone dice. We're going to lose a lot of max HP, because I always do, but it's still worth grabbing here. I'll take 8% speed, 8 melee damage. I do want some ranged damage as well for my obliterator. Right now it's losing a lot, because we're at -1. I think we could do better than this. I could take 13 luck, but I really want damage or attack speed. So let's go ahead and grab 10 more melee damage. I'll just take the 4 range damage here just for the obliterator. Grab the crystal. Believe we already have a beanie. Oh, I bought 2 corrupted shards. Okay, so that's where another of our damage penalty is coming from. I didn't notice that I had one already. So definitely a mistake there. Roll. Hey, +1 damage. That's nice. Black Flag, increasing enemy health even more, but we get even more money. I guess don't mind if I do. I will take that. We'll upgrade our Javelin to a level 4 Javelin, which now crits automatically every second projectile. And then we will take a Scar as well. Let's reroll here. Community Support, that's a lot of bonus attack speed, so I'm definitely going to grab that. And then roll again. I don't have a Riposte. I don't have a Laser Turret. I do have a Clockwork Wasp. I will take the Riposte, because we've actually got 30 dodge already. Laser Turret I don't think is going to add enough to our damage to be worth grabbing. When enemies have plus 50% HP, it's just not worth grabbing that. I'll lock both of these items, and we will take a Fertilizer. It's still not amazing, but it reduces the penalty that we're taking from the Loud. So it's worth picking up, and we'll take a Feather as well. Alright, so have only accidentally bought 1 duplicate item, which I'm going to say is a win so far. So now I need to be a little careful not to tank hit, because we have the bonus attack speed from Crystal. So we should, in theory, be gaining both damage and attack speed over the course of the wave, and that should make it a little bit easier for us to kill these loot aliens as they start spawning. Of course, as soon as I take a hit, we get it reset. We have gotten 2 lucky dodges there, because I walked into 2 enemies and got the 30% dodge each time, so very fortunate there. Alright, so now we've taken a hit. Our attack speed has decreased back to normal. Let's see if we can get this loot alien, though. Chasing it down through the middle of all the enemies. Nice. I will say this obliterator has been excellent, even when I let it down by not aiming correctly. And now we are starting to really reap the rewards of having this many loot aliens on the field with 5 crates. The scope, we don't have one. Losing attack speed, definitely painful, but I will still grab it. Take the goblet as well. Clover, we don't have. Fuel tank, we don't want. Duct tape, I believe we do not have a duct tape. So, yeah, let's pick one of those up. I keep looking at my percent damage here, thinking, oh no, I've misjudged, and we're about to lose 20% damage. I'll take a triceps here for damage increase, because our percent damage, of course, is our lowest damage stat, so that's the one we need to increase the most. Then let's roll. Roll one more time, and perfect. 21% damage. That's a huge buff to our damage output. I will now take the jerky and the mastery. We didn't buy the fried rice. If we had, I'd buy the incendiary turret, because that would then give us regeneration for burning enemies. But since we did not, we're not going to buy the incendiary turret. Let's roll here. Upgrade our anchor. Buy a medical turret for more regeneration. Keep rolling. Javelin isn't particularly good. Baby with a beard is not that much damage, but is probably still worth buying, just because any extra damage we get is really nice. And we don't have any explosion effects, so we're not going to pick up the dynamite. Frozen Heart. So I do want the tentacle. I don't care that much about the snowball unless I buy Frozen Heart, and maybe we find another elemental scaling weapon later, like a nuclear launcher or something. I think that we can get away with buying snowball and tentacle, unlocking the Frozen Heart here. Any damage scaling that we get is excellent, so this will hopefully give us a bunch of additional damage scaling, mostly from the 5% crit chance, but the more damage we have, the better. We have... Wait, so it says 2,000 damage dealt by a turret. Oh, because we've got Pocket Factory, so that's what that damage is showing. We don't have a book, but I don't really need engineering, so let's ignore the book and go to wave 11. Gonna need more maximum HP. Took a hit there and immediately lost my crystal stacks. Though the crystal works where you lose it, it'll continuously grow over the wave, and you lose it when you get hit, but then it'll keep coming back. It's not like you get hit once and you lose all the attack speed for that entire wave. It just resets you back to 0 growth on your attack speed. That said, I'm not going to be working that hard not to take hits, because we're playing the loud, and it's more important, I think, that I just get... that I stay on top of these loot aliens. This whistle has definitely cost me at least a couple loot alien kills, but also not buying it would have been cowardice of the highest order, so I'm still happy to have bought it. We don't want a second crystal. Normally these are excellent in multiples because they make you... both 2% attack speed per second is a much, much better bonus than 1% attack speed per second. But also, the more attack speed you have, the less likely you are to take hits, so they help protect your crystal as well. But obviously we don't want to lose damage on this character, so we're recycling. We do not want a third corrupted shard. I will take a hunting trophy. Baby elephant we don't have, so we'll grab that. Little muscly dude, I don't believe we have one. So let's pick this up as well. I keep just watching this damage number, just waiting for it to drop. Take the 10 melee damage there, and let me grab 16% dodge. I do want more healing as well, but dodge is going to help maintain our crystal, so that's going to be really nice. The Cacti Club is pretty bad at this point, so I'm going to recycle it and buy the sword here. I think that will just give us more damage output overall. Take the Frozen Heart and the Spicy Sauce. Roll -1 HP, but +1 damage. Roll again. Baby Squid, we don't have one, and Poisonous Tonic, we don't have one, so those are pretty nice. Pile of Books, I guess I'll grab, and Helmet we don't have. And Ice Cube. So this is one reason I wanted Frozen Heart, is that if we get Ice Cube, this just increases all our damage by 10%, because now all our weapons scale with elemental damage. So Ice Cube and Frozen Heart just make a nice combination. Alright, so this is an elite with 50% increased HP. We do have a lot of damage, so hopefully we can still kill it pretty quickly. Did take a hit there, which of course reset my crystal. But we got the elite, and then we were able to kill a loot alien as well. See if we can get this next one here. Come back. Let me destroy you. And there we go. That's another one down, and another one down. We do now have enough damage that we clear the non-loot alien enemies very, very quickly. And so this run has gotten a lot easier, I would say, over the last couple waves as our itemization has snowballed ahead. But it was really interesting getting to this point. 30% damage for minus 18% attack speed. I just don't think that is worth it. Even with our percent damage quite low, our attack speed is also quite low, so we're going to recycle the focus here. Acid, I don't believe we have one. This is also just a memory test for me. Let's take the mouse here. And white flag we will recycle. Fin we will pick up. Eye surgery we'll recycle because we don't care about the burning effect. And then let's roll here and take 2 more armor. Here, I'm going to grab the HP regeneration because I do want to build more healing, and then we'll take more crit chance. Our javelin doesn't benefit much from the crit chance because it has guaranteed criticals, but every other weapon does, so it's very much worth picking those up. We already have a metal plate, right? I'm not seeing one, actually. This is also a test of whether I can just see things with my eyes. So this is really... this run is preying on all of my weaknesses. Pick this up. Okay, we did have a metal plate. I lost 10% damage. You're gonna scroll past it like 80 times here. Oh wait, no, I only lost 3% damage. I just saw this number change and got scared. I'm gonna take the glasses as well because it's an item we don't have, so we can benefit from that. And range isn't terrible on this character, especially because we're just chasing down these loot aliens constantly. Do I want the blunderbuss? That would be a lot of damage because it will shoot very, very rapidly. We're making a lot of materials on the ground. But it would mean replacing probably the spear, which I don't know that is a valuable plan, or a good plan. Alien tongue... I'm again not seeing one, so let's buy another alien tongue and see if I managed to read it correctly. I did not. Okay. So we did manage to buy a duplicate item there and lost 20% damage. So I need to start being very careful about my damage purchases, or about my item purchases, because it's very easy to buy an item that we already have at this point. I will take Vigilante Ring and the Ritual. We already have a metal detector. Harpoon gun is kind of interesting as well, but I think just doesn't do enough damage. I guess it will pull in the loot aliens and keep them next to us and slowed, meaning we can focus them down better, but I think spending 500 on that just isn't worth it. I know we don't have a wheat, so I'll grab that. Alright, so I've definitely lost some damage by buying duplicate items in the last couple waves. So we're going to need to replace our damage as quickly as we can. Now, having some duplicate items isn't the end of the world, but you'd prefer to have ones that you wanted to buy, like, on purpose, rather than just not being able to see items in the list. That said, I don't want to ruin the video by going over every item individually to make sure that we don't have a duplicate, so I'm just skimming. Plus, this is the sort of thing that drives people absolutely bananas in the comments, and that's always funny to me. Pencil doesn't do anything for us. We don't have a treasure map. You can see it's limited 0 out of 5, so we'll grab that. I'll take the alien magic as well. Sharp bullet. So this would cost me 2% damage and some piercing damage, but additional pierce isn't terrible for our turrets. We have a pocket factory. It's okay for the javelin, but does decrease the javelin's piercing damage. Like it makes the javelin lose more damage per pierce than it already does, and doesn't do anything for the obliterator, which already pierces through everything. So I think on the whole, I guess we have a blunderbuss as well. No, we didn't buy the blunderbuss. I think we want the sharp bullet. It's very close, but the fact that it gives us more curse, so we're more likely to find cursed items, is what puts it over the top for me. I'm going to take 27% attack speed, because that's a huge bonus to our DPS. Roll here. Blindfold we don't have. Weird food we don't have. Coffee we, I believe, do have. Yes, we do. Managed to see that one this time. Let's roll. Cursed tardigrade, that's an excellent thing to find, because that'll help protect our crystal. So very happy to grab that, and we already have a muscly dude and a medical turret. Head injury, I think we've got one already, unfortunately, because the cursed head injury would be really nice. So I could spend 66 materials here just on... We would lose 10% damage, but get 2 curse. I don't think that's worth it. We do get a cursed spear, though, and that's awesome. Anchor we can't level up. We've got a coupon already. We don't have an alien worm yet, so let's go ahead and grab that, and then we will roll. I think we don't have a lemonade yet. Not seeing one. All right. And we will roll. Plastic explosive. We don't have any explosions yet. But maybe we'll get some, and this is also just buying 4 curse, which is pretty nice in and of itself. And the glass cannon will give us a bunch of extra damage. Pearl, unfortunately, we will have to recycle all the duplicate pearls, but this is still 7% damage for 143, which isn't terrible at this stage in the game. So I am going to buy the pearl, and then we will just recycle every duplicate pearl that we find. I guess we could also build a lot of pearls and just hope we get enough luck that the pearls are worth more damage than they cost us. Because the pearls are 1 damage for every 10 luck we have, and each duplicate costs us 20% damage. So if we have 200 luck or more, then the pearls are still damage positive. Unless I'm misremembering the numbers there. I'll check those in a second, because we're going to start seeing pearls show up in boxes pretty soon once I buy that one, because we've got a lot of boxes, so even at only a 3% chance, that's a lot of 3% chances. Robot arm, yeah, we do want that. Penguin, we do not want that. Campfire, we've got one. Medical turret, we've got one. Scar, we've got one. Glasses. Wheelbarrow, I don't believe we have one, so we'll pick that up. And then here, let's take more dodge and just go over dodge cap and buy 20 luck, because I think I am going to do the pearl thing, where we're just going to buy all the pearls we see and try to get enough luck to overcome the damage loss. So currently each additional pearl we find is worth minus 11 damage. But if we get to 200 luck, then they'll be worth positive. So let's see if we can manage that. I'm going to take this cursed spear and go to level 4, recycle this, and buy a level 3 sword, and then roll. Okay, so here I could buy a blunderbuss. This will get a bunch of resets, but at this point I think we actually don't want it. Let me roll again and take a sad tomato here. Reinforced steel we don't have, so let's grab that. All of those items we have, all of these items we have, right? I don't think we don't have a tree, actually, so we'll buy tree and we'll buy cauldron, because that's a unique, so we definitionally cannot have it. I will take the lighthouse, just in case we find nail, because that'll scale our damage with engineering, and this is just another unique item that we can buy, and we are starting to hurt for just purchasable items. Do we have an injection? We do, okay. Roll here. Do we have a lucky charm? We do. Okay, so all of those we've got. Let's just go to the next wave. The real challenge of this character at this point is just trying to remember what items I have in my inventory. Because our stats are definitely high. Although not so high that I think we could just, like, choose not to buy items. Because one option is I could just say, I'm too bad at remembering what items are in my inventory. I should just stop buying things for the rest of the run. And just, you know, check on these stats. But I don't want to do that because I think we actually are not strong enough, given that the bosses have plus 50% HP, to guarantee winning. So I do need to keep scaling the character. Terrified Onion, we don't have one. Cape, we don't have one, and that's a pretty nice one. I guess losing the damage, actually, we'd lose a bunch of damage here. And we're over dodge cap already, so maybe we just recycle the cape. We recycle Gentle Alien, recycle Tentacle. I'll take the Toxic Sludge. We're over dodge cap, and we do have the elemental damage. 12 crit chance, 12 HP. Just take the crit chance, and then the armor. I was hoping to buy more luck there, but we also didn't find any pearls, so we don't need 200 luck yet until we at least have a duplicate pearl. Buy this. Mutation, I'm pretty sure we don't have. Hedgehog, we do have. Level 4 Anchor, I will definitely buy, so let's go ahead and grab that. We don't have a Broken Mouth. Roll again. We are getting more damage here. We've already got a baby with a beard, right? So I don't want to buy another one. Yes, we do. It's just hiding over on the side there. We already have a Toxic Sludge as well. I guess the Snowball is pretty bad because we can't buy items that give us elemental damage, and it doesn't trigger off of gaining elemental damage from level ups. So the Snowball is actually not very good for this character. I'll take a Fishhook here. Eye Patch, we have one already, I believe. List is getting really long. Baby Squid, we've got one. Sunken Bell, we definitionally do not, so we'll grab that. And all of these items we have. Gonna be really curious how many duplicate items I accidentally buy by the end of this run. I think we're at 2 so far, which honestly, not bad, given how many items we are choosing from and how many we have to keep track of. And the fact that there's no indicator. I think if you had asked me to lay odds, like give an over-under or something, I'd say 5 would be my guess before starting to play this run. Recycle here, recycle, because we've got all of these. We don't want the chameleon, so we're recycling it. Yeah, so now we're starting to just have to recycle everything because our we just have all the items already. Just take more damage and more damage. Cursed Snake. Well, we aren't setting anything on fire, so that doesn't do anything. And then we just roll past all these. I think we don't have a lens yet. Roll again. We don't have a Kraken's Eye, so we'll take that for sure. And we will take a leveled up Obliterator. And then roll again. We've got all those. We've got all these except the book. We're going to roll again. We don't have a small magazine, so a cursed small magazine is nice. We don't have a snail. I'm pretty sure we have all these. No, I think we don't have fuel tank, actually. And I will buy a fuel tank. It does decrease our other damage, but we do have Frozen Heart. So while this is an overall DPS decrease, it helps our snowball and everything as well, and it's just an item that we can buy. It's an item that makes us weaker, so it's not one that you would buy like for pure optimal play, but I just like collecting all the items at this point. Nice. Cursed lucky coin. Okay, well, this will make the pearls, good. So now if we find a pearl, it's always good to take the pearl. It's always more damage than we lose. Clockwork Wasp will recycle. I'm gonna take the white flag just because, like I said, I want to collect all the items now. We'll take the metal as well. Recycle that. Don't think we have one of those yet, so we will take it. Take some health there, more % damage. And let's go ahead and just grab the 5 range damage because it's a level 4 upgrade. I think we don't have a jelly yet, which is interesting. That's like somewhat surprising, but we do have a defective steroids. I'm pretty sure, yes. A cursed spoon. So we could replace one of our items with the cursed spoon. Always crits when hitting burning targets. We don't have any way to set enemies on fire yet. But that just sounds fun. So let's go ahead and grab a cursed spoon, take the pumpkin, and then roll. Now we've got some other items. These could set enemies on fire. We could take the flamethrower. I'm sort of holding out for scared sausage, I think. And in the meantime, let's buy the Greek fire, the honey, and the wolf helmet. Because I could take the flamethrower to work with the spoon and the Greek fire. But I think we'll roll into a scared sausage or an incendiary turret, and that'll be good enough. We don't have one of these, so let's grab it. I'm pretty sure, don't have a charcoal either, so I'm going to take that. Panda we don't have. Keep rolling. Bait we don't have, and Bean Teacher we don't have, so a bunch more items that we have not yet picked up showed up in that shop. Getting this loot alien kill. Yeah, because we've got elemental damage on all our weapons, but not burning on all our weapons. So we would need a scared sausage or an incendiary turret to actually light enemies on fire. I was sort of hoping that the loud increased enemy scaling would make more loot aliens spawn every wave. I'm not sure if it did or not. Bag is, honestly, if we'd gotten this earlier, it would probably be just so good that it's worth minus 20% damage. As is, I think we're going to recycle it. Recycle this. Okay, so we are going to take the pearls because this will increase our damage. So this is going to be like a plus 2% damage increase or something. I guess this is a cursed pearl, so it's going to give us, yeah, 2% additional damage. Hog we don't have, cake we do, charcoal we do. So, okay, so this is for every, right, it's for every permanent 10 luck. So the lucky coin luck is not contributing to the pearl bonus damage. So we are going to lose damage when we take the pearl here. But that's okay, because we can roll into more luck and just keep building that up. Then we'll take the melee damage there. We will take the bait, panda, and bean teacher. Roll again. We can take an ugly tooth, because that's a unique, so we don't have it. And you know what? It's a cursed bag. I'll spend some % damage on the cursed bag here. Tree and book we've got already. Keep rolling. We actually don't have a lure yet, so that's kind of fun. Keep rolling. Oh, I should have taken the item that we didn't have one of yet. I'm immediately blanking on what item that was. But we rolled past an item that I haven't added to my character yet, and we are trying to collect them all. Let's take a compass as well, and then roll. And a decomposing flesh is another weapon, or another item that we don't currently have. Bait, of course, very dangerous for the loud under normal circumstances, but our damage is very high. Oh, we got these loot aliens over here. One of them got a buff as well, so it was much harder to take down. No, come back. All right, I think I got all of them. It's hard to see whether there's still loot aliens on the map, but we also did just get 10 chests in that wave. Sure, we'll take a candle. It does decrease the number of enemies on the field, but it's an item we don't have yet. And, yep, I'm going to keep taking pearls just for fun, even though it cost me 5% damage. Scarf we don't have. Alloy we don't have. Bait we do, so we'll recycle that. We'll recycle that. And let's roll. Going to take 2 more armor. And I guess we actually did decrease our dodge below cap, so I want to increase that. And we'll take 27 more luck. All right, we'll take Grind's Magical Leaf. That's an item we don't have yet. And then roll. Campfire I've got not. I guess I'll buy, because we're not going to upgrade our weapons anyways. Nuclear launcher. Unfortunately, I did just buy the knot, so I can't buy the nuke launcher. But I will buy the handcuffs and the little frog. And then keep rolling. Don't think we have a boiling water yet. We do have all those. We can't upgrade our spoon, so instantly punished for the knot. We could have upgraded some weapons and gotten a cool nuke launcher. Let's keep rolling. Keep rolling. Cursed Pearl, sure. Very happy to grab that. Keep rolling. Silver Bullet, that's a nice one. Coupon, of course. Ghost Axe. Insanity, I think we actually don't have yet. The Axolotl. So this would swap our luck and give us 400% lifesteal. How much? Oh, no, I can't recycle an item. Okay, well, if I had... you should never buy not. It always ends up being annoying. Because if I hadn't bought that, I definitely would have bought the Axolotl, because we could have recycled a weapon there and gotten 400% lifesteal, which would have just been very funny. As is, we can't buy any of those. We can't buy the chain gun either. Keep rolling there. Never have I regretted buying an item so much in only one shop. And there's the nail that we wanted. We were boosting our engineering in case we found that. And we'll just keep rolling and just sort of see what shows up. And then go to wave 20. Then I suspect we will kill these elites quite quickly. Or these bosses quite quickly. Even despite their 50% HP increase, because our damage is quite ridiculous. Alright, well that was fun. That was actually a much more interesting, like a much more tactical run than I thought it would be. We are at, let's see, 1, 2... So that's 2. The pearls we did on purpose. Yeah, only 2 items that I accidentally bought duplicates of. The spyglasses we started with. So that's pretty nice. I'm definitely happy with that. And we ended up with some truly absurd stats. Could have been even wilder if we'd had the items instead of the 15% bonus damage in the last shop. So, little unfortunate that I bought this. Taking a look at our economy, the bags were worth... I guess I bought the second bag, but that was, again, on purpose. The bags were worth 1,500, which is obviously amazing. The burning stuff never did anything. The tardigrade, the cursed tardigrade was really nice because it kept the crystal active for much longer than it would have otherwise. Baby squid gave us 19 regen because we ended at level 44 because our XP gain was so ridiculous this run. We didn't even buy extra, we got a ton of experience gain because we're playing the Curious, so we got tons and tons of extra levels for that. We just didn't buy that much experience gain. All right, well, that was a blast to play. I recommend this run if you're just looking for a silly run to do. Unfortunately, triple Curious, I think, basically isn't possible because you start with minus 120% damage. But if somebody does manage to make it work, then definitely let me know. Let me know your strategy if you do manage triple Curious. And hope that you enjoyed the video. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment, hit like, and of course you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game content. Cheers, my friends. I'll catch you next time.